Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are?
Hopefully awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is... Somebody Hey, thanks to our patrons for making this possible. Remember, if you want to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/awesome, just like these fine folks did right here. Especially our September Patreon producer of the month, Basilius of Stupidonia. Thank you for joining us. And also, a special shout out to our very first YouTube member, Jerriana. Welcome to the membership. You're gonna fucking love it, dog.
You get a dog emoji.
Look at this. You get boom, 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 boom. Look at that.
Boom.
Done. It's in there. That's what she said. Ow! Okay, so here's the deal, everybody. I think the camera's crooked. So here's the deal, everybody. We got our shots today.
We got 2.
That's right. So
2.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just feeling really fucking weird right now. All right.
And if he touches my arm, I'll probably scream.
Yeah. Not in like, just so we're clear, not in like a bad way.
No.
Like if I felt this way like all the time, like I don't know. I mean, it's kind of chill, you know.
It doesn't affect me.
Shout
like
it
that.
out in the comments. And if you're watching this on the replay, put it in a comment. Hashtag replay gang, replay fam. No Yeezy.
Don't.
I don't know.
Don't listen to him.
But
He's crazy right now.
But yeah, so if I'm a little more odd than normal, that's why. I do actually have my coffee tonight, though.
I gotta go take care of something.
Oh, okay. Well, Maggie's gone for a moment. So everybody, how the hell is everyone? How's it going? What is today? Thursday? Whew. What a week, am I right? Man, you start the week on Monday, and then you get to Tuesday, and then before you know it, it's Wednesday, and then after that, it's Thursday. Oh man, let me tell you. I was working on some stuff earlier today, between work and this podcast. I was cutting together some videos that are going to go live tomorrow and Saturday if it all goes according to plan. And so one of them, I was looking back at some stream footage from this week. And let me just go ahead and tell you right now, we have been all over the place. If you haven't joined us live, man, oh man, let me tell you, there was a lot of stuff going on. There was, we said Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. So you're going to want to watch that. Oh, hey. Sorry, I didn't realize you were still here. What's everybody drinking? I got my Smallville cup, and I'm drinking a kind of like I guess it's a pumpkin spice latte. Like what equates a pumpkin spice latte? Because like here's what I've got. I've got like a double shot of espresso. And like 12 ounces of steamed oat milk with like 3 tablespoons of sugar-free vanilla and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin spice sugar-free syrup. Oh, and it was also the fall blend coffee. So, yeah, is that a pumpkin spice latte? What do you think? I mean, Like again, obviously, I'm not really concerned about the PS part of that. I'm more wondering about the L. Is a latte just an espresso with milk? Is that what we're talking about here? Yesterday I tried to make coffee, basically the same thing, but I accidentally grabbed the almond milk instead of the oat milk. Let me tell you, that shit sucked big time. All right. I thought I'd done something. I thought I spoiled the milk. I thought I steamed it too long. It was awful. It was fucking garbage. Thank God. Thank fucking God that I didn't do that tonight. And I have a full-on PSL. Hey, Maggie's back.
You're garbage.
Hmm? Did you say I was garbage? Yes. Why the fuck did you call me garbage?
I heard you say garbage.
Hey, I'm going to move the camera a little.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, Matt.
I got it. Don't worry.
Oh, God. Here we go.
There. I think that's all it needed. Just a... What?
All right. There you go.
No, still broke. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, everybody. There we go. Boom. Is that straight?
That's crooked.
The opposite way?
Yeah.
Is it like this? Wait.
No, like that.
But it's reversed. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. Don't worry. Here we go. How's that? Worse?
It's worse. There.
Right there? Is that good?
I think so.
Hey, don't worry. We're gonna get to Superman 3. Don't worry. All right. Believe me, what you're hearing right now, so much better than Superman 3. Oh, Maggie. Holy fuck, this movie. Oh my God. Before we dive into it, I think we should go back to Smallville, bitches. Oh, I get it. Because the Superman 3, he goes to Smallville. Fucking nozzled you, my friend. That was in my nose. All right, so check it out. Check it, Maggie, here. We got, going back to Smallville, episode 72, 73, I don't know. The original air date, the premiere date, this movie premiered on June 17th, 1983.
Oh my gosh.
A good 3 years after Superman 2.
Good.
God knows.
6 years before I'm born.
God knows they didn't spend that extra time writing a good script.
Nope,
right?
they didn't.
That's right. Fuckers, we're going all in on the hate for Superman 3.
Guess what they did the whole entire time?
Fucked and fucking jacked off around. Jacked around.
Good God, Matt. No. Jeez, Pete, you are... Oh.
I was so
out of it. You
better
better take some Z-Quil tonight.
Oh my God. I'm so out of it, Maggie. Okay,
anyways,
what?
They just watched a bunch of Looney Tunes.
How dare you? First off, how dare you? Okay. Do not besmirch the good name of the Looney Tunes. All right.
Well, then Tom and Jerry.
No, these fucks, they were watching some fucking bullshit. All right. It definitely wasn't Looney Tunes, because then this would have been funny. All right. It had to be like some sort of fucking Hanna-Barbera bullshit. All right. They were probably watching like fucking Magilla Gorilla or fucking do you remember the three? They were like a band, like one like became multiple people. You know what I'm talking about?
Multiple people.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
All I know is Josie and the Pussycat.
No. Cartoon superhero team, 3 guys. They were called
Jabberjaw.
Birdman. Nope, that's not it. Let me type in 70s. They were called
Nothing.
the Is this them?
The Own Eaters.
Wait, this is them. The Impossibles.
Yep, never watched it.
That's the shit that they were watching to write this fucking shit. The only reason I even know what the fucking Impossibles are, Maggie, the only reason I know is one time I got sick, all right? And I was fucking barfing my guts out.
TMI.
All right? And like it was like 2 a.m. And what did I do? I turned on Cartoon Network. What did they have on? The fucking Impossibles. And you know what followed it?
The Impossible.
Well, yeah, but also the Harlem Globetrotters cartoon where they were superheroes also. The whole thing was just like, oh, they were a thing and then we're superheroes, you know? Anyway, so here we are talking about Superman 3. Written by David Newman and Leslie Newman.
The Newmans.
They got divorced and David died in 2003.
Jesus,
I'm not laughing at it. You started making a face.
Oh, like it just.
I'm just letting you know their history.
That's very like.
I'm just letting you know their
dark
history.
turn.
All right, fine. You know what?
In memoriam.
R.I.P. R.I.P. David Newman.
Oh Lord.
The P stands for pie. All right. I mean, it's been 20 years. Also, this is 83, so that's 40 years ago. This movie is 40 years old. Aged like fine milk.
Whatever you say, Matt.
Like a fine milk. Get it?
Like that milk you drank last night.
Maggie, get it? Is it milk doesn't age well? That's the joke.
I know.
Thanks, Paul. All right, listen. Previous episodes include The Daily Planet presents The Story of Superman from 1966. All right, no. This was a short newsreel about the Man of Steel, which accompanied the Broadway musical It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman. No. That was in 1966. In 1975, they wrote It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman. Stop applauding! Hey, this is a TV adaptation of the campy 1960s Broadway musical concerning a mad scientist who enlists a rival reporter and a group of gangsters to push the Man of Steel into a mental breakdown.
Damn.
I have seen footage, all right, because it was on up in the sky, The Amazing Story of Superman, all right, and like before it got to like the Christopher Reeve stuff, it was like, hey, he's fucking cheesy and shit. Just look at this fuck singing and shit, right? And it was terrible. It was terrible. And the lady that played Lois in that tried to be Lois in the movies. And like, I mean, she's like, when they were showing like everybody that tried out for it, like they showed her footage, along with Princess Leia, and from Grease,
Olivia Newton-John.
The other one, Stalker Channing.
Yeah, Stalker Channing.
Yeah. So yeah, it was
She would have been an interesting Lois.
Maggie, it was fucking garbage. So when the Sulcons were like, "Hey, you know what? You know what we should do?" I'm not gonna do the voice. We should get those fucks to write our script, and that's what they did because they were also the writers for Superman the movie, and Superman 2, and Superman 3, and Santa Claus the movie, 1985.
No.
The Sulcons made that. You know that, right?
I remember that, but every time you mentioned that, oh my God.
And the last thing to bring up, they also wrote the Smooth Criminal segment of Moonwalker.
I guess that was like a Michael Jackson thing?
Yeah, it was like remember Moonwalker? He had it was like a movie.
Nope.
Like it wasn't like Thriller. It was longer.
Yeah.
And I remember it being terrible. But I also didn't watch it, so I don't know. But he had a video game based off of it.
Oh, okay.
And like remember he had like the hat?
Yeah.
You know?
I know he Are you okay? Are you okay?
I prefer the Alien Ant Farm version. So then, now, just so we're clear, all right, Mario Puzo, the author of The Godfather, he gave the first treatments for Superman the movie. All right, and I want to say and Superman 2, but I think it was one thing and they cut it in half because that's what the fucking Salkins like to do. And then the Salkins were like, okay, cool, let's bring in the David Newman and Leslie, and so they brought them in. Fucking, it was awful, right? So when Richard Donner got attached to it, he was like, hey, buddy, like called up his guy, I forget who he is. He's like, hey, I need you to fix this. Like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is Superman. It's American Pie, and home of the American Pies. And so he rewrote Superman and Superman 2. But some of that stuff was still in the original script, so that's why they still get a writing credit on it.
Okay.
However, as we all know, Dick Donner did not return for Superman 3.
Nope.
So guess what? The writer didn't return either, which means the shit we got left with was the original shit from the David Newman and Leslie Newman.
What was y'all doing?
The Salkins didn't know. Here's what the Salkins wanted to do, Maggie, okay? They wanted to make another movie with less budget, and they didn't give a shit. And that's it. That's what we got. That's what we got.
They just wanted to see it crash and burn, I think.
No, not yet. Not yet. You have to. It's not until the next one.
Oh God.
Yeah, hey, yeah. If you think 3's bad, 3 is a goddamn masterpiece compared to 4. Okay, like 4 is atrocious. All right, whereas 3 is like stupid. Like you're laughing at how fucking stupid it is. Yeah. 4 is boring. All right, they take the most powerful hero in the universe and they make him boring. It's awful. And what sucks even worse, Chris Reeve had a hand in the script. Oh, I know, it sucks. It sucks, man. It's not his fault. A big part of that was also that they cut the budget by like even more. So like if this movie was like half the budget, then the next movie is like a 10th of this movie's budget.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. They use the same effect like 7 times. And like it's Superman like flying at the screen, and I mean it's literally the same shot. There's anybody that's watching or listening. There's Honest Trailers about Superman 4, and it's fucking great.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't watch it until after you watch Superman 4. The director of this movie, fucking Richard, goddamn Lester.
What's wrong with Dick?
Richard Lester is the person who came in and fucked Superman 2 all to pieces. All right. The Salkins were like, we don't like that, Richard Donner. Come on, Lester, you can do this. And he's like, I guess. And he fucking did.
I am a Richard.
And that's why Superman 2 sucks when you watch Superman 2 the Donner cut. All right. Which he's still technically attached as like a co-director because they still had to use some of the footage that he shot because they didn't actually shoot all the footage, but I digress. So his previous works, Maggie. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm gonna blow your mind right now because I didn't know any of this, and it's awful.
That's a dog. All right.
the dog is on our side, everybody. It's Lucy. All right. So his first directorial debut, A Hard Day's Night.
Why?
Followed by Help.
A Hard Day's Night is good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
What happened?
I don't know. Whoa. And then he went on to direct the film The Three Musketeers. Followed by The Four Musketeers, Revenge of Calabar, or whatever the fuck it was. But those were the movies that connected him to the Salkins for the first time. So they, in like 19 whatever, decided to make a Three Musketeers epic film, right? Cut it into 2 parts, cliffhanger, that's what they would then go on to do for Superman. Yup. And so when Superman 2 started falling apart, they went back to Richard Lester, who had helped him with the Three Musketeers. So obviously he's playing cleanup on Superman 2. So he didn't really he added some fucking bullshit, of course, but like he didn't get to like infect the entire film from the get-go.
Yeah.
But he did do that for Superman 3. Okay. So like this is a clear case of like why we need to pay writers and actors the money that they deserve and not fuck them over, because you can't just put a character out and think that doesn't matter what's on the page, doesn't matter what's on the screen, people are gonna fucking pay money for it and shit. No. This is why we do this. Don't try to
trick us.
Because this was awful. And then the next one went on to be even worse. Which there was a movie between 3 and 4. Do you want to take a guess?
Supergirl.
It was Supergirl.
Because we talked about it last week.
Damn it. And yeah. So then after Superman 3, of course, he did not return for Superman 4. But he did make the return of the Musketeers and Paul McCartney's Get Back.
Of course.
So,
of course.
I know, right? Yeah. Did you have we ever talked about how Santa Claus the movie is just the Superman the movie script, but it's just Santa Claus instead?
Yes, we have.
It's straight up.
Yes.
I think one of these times when we run out of movies, when we run out of Superman movies, we have to watch Santa Claus the movie.
Oh, it's
maybe
so
between
bad.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just make season 7 the absolute fucking worst, and let's watch all of season 7. And then between 7 and 8, we watch Santa Claus the movie, just so we want to fucking die, okay? And then we start season 8. We're like, God damn it, I am resurrected. It is the 3rd day, and I am back, baby, and I'm ready to fool.
Good Lord. Oh, no. I don't like this. You got that look. The veins. You have veins popping out.
Let's talk about the synopsis, Maggie. Clark travels to Smallville for his high school reunion and reconnects with his childhood sweetheart, Lana Lang.
He's going back to Smallville.
However, bitches!
Farts.
All right. However, while this is going on, computer programmer Gus Gorman is hired.
I'm sorry.
No. Okay, before we go any further, I need to put, this is the law. All right. Daddy's dropping a law right now.
Don't call yourself daddy.
I'm using my chip for season 3.
Uh,
We get one for each season, so I'm using my chip for season 3. So it resets next week. We are not going to talk shit about Richard Pryor.
Oh no!
Okay,
No.
I want everybody to know we do not blame Richard Pryor for any of the terrible fucking comedy in this.
No,
it was not his fault.
It was not his fault.
In fact, he elevated what he could. There were some things that I laughed at that I shouldn't have.
Yeah,
because he's just that good.
Yeah. And then there was some lines like towards the end that he delivered.
Yeah.
Like, he's a really good actor.
Yeah, he's great.
The script
honestly.
screwed him over.
Yeah.
The story
of Gus
getting that job, because he shows him in the unemployment line, and the lady's like,
"This is like a whole other movie. Like why is this here?"
She said, "You're getting cut off. You know, you've taken all you can." And he's freaking out. Okay, then while he's out and about or something.
No. He asked the guy while he's still in the place.
Yes.
He asked the guy for a lot.
Yeah.
The guy gives him, I want to say, a matchbook, and on the back of the matchbook is the computer thing.
Yes.
And so he goes, gets a job. Turns out he's a fucking computer genius.
There's
that he
no
didn't know.
build up to that. That
he
is incredibly smart
Maggie,
at technology.
Maggie, that's how computers work.
No.
Didn't you know? Didn't you know, Maggie? That's how computers work. This is back in the 70s, or 83.
Ooh.
When people didn't... No, don't do that. When people didn't understand how technology worked, So they were like, I don't know, maybe it's like fucking magic or some shit, you know? It's like Avatar, okay? Like in Avatar, they're like, oh yeah, there's like a neural brain link, and like you're the Avatar. And like here in like 400 years or whenever the fuck, if we still have even fucking exist, and they're able to do the Avatar stuff, they're gonna look at that and they're like, idiots, fucking morons. That is not how you transport your fucking brain into a blue monkey man.
Anyways, I'm just saying, like, they don't allude to him being smart, like a genius.
Because he's not. It's magic.
I don't like that.
Actually, here's the thing, mate. I'm being funny, but
I know you are.
there is. Okay, I'm being silly.
I'm gonna punch you.
In the original draft of the script, we're gonna get to it when we get into the DC references. Okay, in the original draft of the script, Gus was somebody else. And when you take that for what it is, you start to realize, yeah, they really just had no fucking idea what they were doing.
Okay.
Do you want me to go ahead and tell you who he was? There are 3 characters that were different people.
Yeah, tell me.
He was Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Who the hell is that?
The guy, Gilbert Godfrey played him in Superman the Animated Series.
Oh,
he's like a imp from like the 5th dimension or some shit.
Kind of like the
like Batnot or Batmot. Yeah,
kind of like the Martian on the Flintstones. Who's a green guy?
No, I know. I just.
Oh no! I've unlocked something in your brain.
Like no, I never thought of it that way. You're 100% right.
Yeah,
that's all he is.
He's a smart ass.
But which came first, Kazoo or Mr. Mxyzptlk?
Kazoo. That's
Gazoo.
Gazoo.
Or it's not Kazoo.
Gazoo.
Right? Because Kazoo is like the. It's not that. I think it's with a G. Great. Gazoo.
Didn't Martin Short play the
Gazoo? Gazoo, the Great Gazoo.
Yeah, Martin Short did play him.
All right, I'm also gonna look up.
No, Alan Cumming did.
Mr. Mxyzptlk. That's him.
Oh my god!
You've seen this guy.
Creepy.
And that's how you say his name.
Mr.
Mxyzptlk. And the only way
magic comes with a price.
That's kind of what he is. The only way to get him to get the fuck out of here is he has to say his name backwards. Howie Mandel played him in Lois and Clark.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and they got it. Guess how they got him to? Because
easy.
They got him to say it was a Christmas episode.
Yeah.
All right, and it was. I want to say it was like one of those fucking like Groundhog's Day situations, all right, where they had to keep living the same
thing.
And I think I think it was Lois. It might have been Clark, but it might have been Lois. I don't know. But either way, they finally got him to release them from the time warp or whatever, because they got him a gift, and like it said, to Mr. Blah blah blah, right? And he opened it up. He's like, I've never received a Christmas gift before. This is amazing. And they're like, oh, who's it from? And he said, it's from Mxyzptlk. Ah, that's how they fucking got him. They got him. Yeah, it was awful. Also, I want to take every chance I can to say fuck Dean Cain.
Amen.
All right, so here we go. Back
Preach.
to the synopsis.
Preach.
We're 30 minutes in, and we haven't even finished the synopsis of this. All right. Computer programmer Gus Gorman is hired by financial tycoon Ross to take control of the coffee business by wiping out all the competition via satellite. After Superman destroys their plan, Ross makes Gus figure out how to find kryptonite to eliminate Superman, but he uses tar as the missing element. This causes an unusual effect on Superman. Meanwhile, Gus gets his machine he wanted built that can do anything you want it to do. This is Superman 3.
That is how computers work.
Maggie, what did you think of Superman 3?
Lord, where do I start? I will say I really, really, really loved shoot, what's her name? Played Lana in this.
Annette O'Toole.
Annette O'Toole. I loved her in this,
dude. How great was that though?
So
for real, like when you first saw her pop up, like you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It took me a second because I saw the side of her face. I was like, is that? And then it showed. I was like, oh my god,
Maggie. There are like a handful of things that I've been holding back, so that you and just praying that nobody would spoil it for you.
Okay.
That was one of them. I can't think of what the others are. There's like 7 or 8 total. Christopher Reeve showing up on Smallville was one.
Yeah.
I think that's so far. I want to say, but yeah, there's more the further we go.
Yeah.
All right.
And also watching Christopher Reeve play an evil version of not Batman. Shoot, Superman was interesting, but he was like more like you said, like Bizarro. Yeah,
he was like, okay, he's definitely
like a silly version.
Like he's not okay.
Silly mean.
Like here's the thing. Okay, Bizarro in most depictions is a moron. Okay,
yeah,
he's a moron.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this was not. He wasn't a moron.
No,
but he was almost like a prankster a little bit. You know, like he wasn't really evil. He wasn't like fucking destroying like the world or anything.
No.
But like, so like I feel like they took influence from a lot of different places and just kind of made an amalgam.
Yeah.
And like, Maggie, what if I told you that the plot of Superman 4 also involves an evil Superman?
No.
But not in the way you think. It's not Superman. It's just it's somebody with the exact same powers.
It's a man.
And he's super. I'm pretty sure his name, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure his name is Nuclear Man. So
Jesus.
There you go. Yeah, it's fucking garbage.
And I mean, I grew up knowing Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to watch a few of his stand-up things. Also, like on the Super 90s playback, we had Moving recorded.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, I mean, it really showed that he can do the extreme,
totally
over the top temper, being silly.
Yeah.
Telling Randy Quaid off in that movie, like 2 different times. So just seeing him in this, it made me happy, but then at the same time, it made me sad because he deserves so much better.
Yeah. No, I agree. He did an interview, where he was like, it just honestly, he was showing like how smart he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were almost the interviewer was almost treating him like a clown,
Yeah.
and like, why do you talk about certain stuff? Don't you think that like hurts like the black community and stuff like that? And like he gave just like the most eloquent answer of like really put this guy in his place, but from a place of like not being an asshole. It was great. Honestly, I'd have to rewatch the clip to tell you everything, but he was really smart. He was awesome. Obviously gone too soon.
Yes.
And like you said, deserved a hell of a lot better than this.
Hell of a lot better.
I think I've made my piece of information known about how I feel about this movie. So let's go ahead and move into War. What is it good for?
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. War!
Yeah. So movie edition. So this is just movie edition. This has nothing to do with Smallville. How Clark and Lois have progressed this week.
Lois ran away on vacation.
Yeah, and we have the details about that later on, but there's a behind the scenes story as to why.
And also, like, just flaunts this red bikini top in front of everybody in the office. I was like, all right.
That's Dick Lester for you.
And Clark's like,
hey, I was about to say something really bad. I
think I know what
I was going to say his first name was something different. Yeah. I'm not going to say it, though. That's bad.
Are you going to be...
No, don't say it.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Is it a similar joke from
Succession?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
Gotcha.
All right. So yeah, nothing progresses with Clark and Lois because she's not in the movie for most of the movie. But then at the end, she does seem jealous of Lana now being a part of the Daily Planet.
And
Lana does not return, just to be clear. She doesn't return. Unless I'm just completely blanking on it.
that's such crap, though.
Yeah. Well, I think people were pissed that Lois wasn't there. Because you got to think, this is back in the day when people were like, it's got to be Superman and Lois. Like, remember how pissed people got when, like, DC Comics made Superman and Wonder Woman a thing? And everybody's like, fuck you!
No.
It's Lois! It's like, just fucking
Just
give
deal
us
with
a
it.
chance, man.
I'd rather... I love Clark and Lois and Clark. Like...
What are you getting ready to say?
I'm not saying it that I enjoyed seeing that as a relationship.
What?
Wonder Woman, Superman.
Oh, yeah.
I
thought you was going to say that it was better than Lois and Clark.
No,
and I was about to fucking
I was just trying to say
lose it.
that I love Lois and Clark together. It's just that I also enjoyed that other aspect of it.
It was the New 52. It was a different universe. Like
I was a big fan of the New 52. So
New 52 was good, man.
it was good, especially the Batgirl and Catwoman stuff.
Yeah, and then everything just got fucking weird, and I think they've had like 5 more reboots since the New 52. I can't keep up.
The
with
whole
it,
Bat family thing there
was
was amazing.
Well, I mean, what's his name?
God, it was so well.
Scott Snyder, I think is his name. Did like Court of Owls and all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was great. It's fantastic.
So
Although
good.
I will say, the Tom King run on Batman, fantastic. Batman, Catwoman, Batcat.
I just
so
like
good.
Catwoman and Batwoman fighting each other.
Oh yeah,
On
yeah.
one issue, yeah.
It's cool. I like the end of the first issue of Catwoman on the New 52 where she fucks Batman. Like, with the cowl on and everything. It was wild. I was like, is his arm, like, she just lifts up his armor like it's a t-shirt. I was like, now wait, hang on. Like, whatever. Them getting down, that's fine. But, like, I mean, it should be a little harder to take off his clothes than that, Anyway.
Bruce is probably like, let me slip into my more comfortable
Alfred,
uniform.
I'm going to need you to leave the call right now.
Alfred, before you end the call, bring me my sexy Thompsons.
Alfred, where are my pants? Anyway, we're moving on. All right, or how Clark and Lex have progressed this week.
Lex wasn't in it.
Fucking Lex Luthor not in this goddamn movie. All right, how Clark and Lana progressed this week. A lot. She's got a kid. She was introduced. She had a kid. Drunk ex-boyfriend from back in the day.
Yeah.
The kid almost gets fucking steamrolled.
Murdered.
Clark, Superman gets lasagna or something. They go on a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, do they ever clown? Like, I don't know if they do.
I don't know.
Like, she works at the Daily Planet now,
All I
apparently.
know is that there were some scenes when Superman started feeling weird.
Yeah. He got a little rapey.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
It's
That
creepy.
shit wouldn't fly today.
No.
Like, that would be way too
And like
far.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, no, don't do no.
See, this is what happens when you
put.
put Richard Lester over something. All right. Believe me, you don't even want to know why they call it the Four Musketeers.
No, really.
The fourth one is a restraining order. All right.
Oh, I thought you meant that they took a Three Musketeers candy bar and cut it into fours.
How fucking dare you? All right. Let's talk about all the new people that joined us. Yeah. Lana Lang, Gus Gorman, Vera, a.k.a. not Brainiac, Lorelai, a.k.a. not Miss Tessmacher, Miss Titsfucker.
She's the person that plays dumb, but she's actually really smart.
Like Miss Titsfucker. Ross Webster, aka Not Lex. They literally just was like, Now that's not, just so we're clear, that's not the 3 characters that I was talking about earlier. All right.
Okay.
Brainiac might be. No. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Maggie, any thoughts on... I mean, we've already kind of covered this a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's get into our... Oh, what
I will say,
Yes.
I thought that Lorelai
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the movie, like, it got in my brain because this happens either in the Marvel universe or DC,
Mm-hmm.
that somebody has a power of bad luck.
Oh, wait. Are you thinking of Domino from Deadpool who has
Probably.
good luck?
I might be
Like,
getting
and she,
it.
like, survives everything?
Yeah.
Because she was the only one in the...
And like they keep on showing Lorelai walking through the city at the beginning.
Yeah.
And all this crap's going on. I'm like, does she have a power? Does she?
That might be. Actually, hang on.
Like that went through my mind the whole entire time. I was like, is she like super? Like,
How about this? Bad luck superpower. And obviously that was not, it ended up being not that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's someone called Jinx from DC
Jinx!
Comics.
Yes. No. The Jinx shows up in Teen Titans.
An
Sometimes.
enchanting sorceress who wields the power of bad luck, which manifests as pink lightning-like energy, blast waves fire from her hands.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Good job, Maggie.
All right. But yeah,
put
that's
that
what she
under
reminded
put that under DC references. That's good. I didn't know that at all. All right, let's talk about our freak of the week.
Major funky.
All right, freak of the week this week.
Clark.
Not Lex, not Brainiac, and Lorelai.
Not any of them.
No, I mean that's their names.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not calling them. What is it?
Vera
I mean, I'll give
Lorelai.
Lorelai her name,
I'll give Lorelai her name, at
but
least.
not Brainiac and not Lex. I don't need to know who the fuck Ross
Lorelai
Webster
got
is.
laid by Superman.
Hell yeah, she did. Actually, I really like Lorelai. I'll be honest.
I started liking her.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, "Oh, great, she's just dumb."
Another tits fucker,
Yeah.
you know?
But no, she's actually pretty smart, and she knew what was actually going on half the time.
Oh, yeah.
Especially whenever they start putting together the pieces of the blueprint for the computer.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh my god, that's a computer!" I was like, "Oh!" She started to show off.
I like her. She read the book while nobody was there, and like said like the most astute observation.
Yes.
And then just immediately went down. Again.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's she did a lot with what they gave her.
Yes.
Let's see here. So current ranking of our freaks of the week at number 2, Lex Luthor. Number 1, Zod, Ursa, and Nom.
3.
Where do we want to put not Lex, not Brainiac, and Lorelai?
3.
All right. So shall it be? So shall it be done? Your new number 3. Will they be number 4? Or will
They stay number
Nuclear
3?
Man become number 4? We'll have to find out in like 24 episodes.
Ugh.
All right. Next up, let's talk about traitors, man.
Raider!
Call me. All right. Gus turns on not Lex. I mean, I guess you could also say like, Superman turned on Clark.
Yeah.
I guess. That's it. That's all I got. Anything you want to add to that?
No.
Okay. Let's get into puberty, but with superpowers.
Yep. Big change.
Bingo.
Clark/Superman uses the following abilities in this movie. Now, I had to watch it
Yeah.
to track it. I found a YouTube video that said every
Power.
yeah, and like had the clip. So if this isn't all encompassing,
I just like the super hearing. You could just barely see the graphic.
did I put it over here? Yes, I did. Okay, so we got super speed,
Yep.
flight, It's levitation, Holmes. Super strength.
Yep.
X-ray vision.
Yep.
Now, here's a couple. All right. Ice breath. Not to be confused with super breath. Ice breath, because it would freeze it. Right?
Yeah.
Heat vision.
Yeah.
Super hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Telescopic vision. Invulnerability. And super breath. Because it was not cold.
Oh.
He did both.
Oh, yeah, he froze it.
He froze the lake, and then he blew out the Olympic thing. And but if it had been cold,
look that guy gave him.
yeah, and if it had been cold, well, and also the bowling, I guess, all that stuff would have froze.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's just regular. Maggie, let's talk about no flots, no tots. Did they break the rule this week?
Indubitably.
Do you want to try that again?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about drugs, dog.
Oxycontin.
All right. So when Gus can't find the final element to create kryptonite, he uses tar instead. The alternative kryptonite has the effect of turning Superman bad. Not necessarily like Red K, but kind of.
Yeah.
Clark also splits into two people, but I don't know if that's because of the kryptonite tar or if that's just another ability that Superman has.
Or
I don't know.
Or that was his mental state at that time.
No. Hey, you're giving Richard Lester way too much credit. All right, that's definitely not what it was. That was happening.
Superman too much credit for splitting into two people.
Maggie, this is the Superman that threw a giant cellophane S at
This
Nom.
is the Superman that made Lois forget with a kiss.
Exactly. So does he have the ability to split into two people? Maybe. I don't fucking know. Maybe it was the tar. Maybe it was like some Kryptonian thing.
Tar.
I'm just saying, I don't know what it was, but it was real. That really happened. There is no way that was a mental thing. I don't even care if they say that it was. I don't care if Richard Lester and goddamn David Newman, R.I.P. I don't care if they both are on record saying that it wasn't real. It was real. Because this movie's fucking stupid, okay? This movie's awful. Come on, Kent. It's too hot for you. Why do you become like a country asshole, you know?
He is from Smallville.
But that should have been Clark that had the country accent at that point, not Superman. Anyway.
Maybe he was from the countryside of Krypton.
I don't want to talk about it. How dare you? Krypton did not have a south. Krypton didn't have a south. Okay.
South Pole.
No, they didn't.
South
Maggie,
Pole.
you're really letting your ignorance show right now.
Oh my god! Wow, Matt.
I'm just dude, that's the stupidest fucking thing to say. To act like you're ignorant because of does the South exist on Krypton? Obviously there is a South to the planet Krypton, you know? Anyway,
your ignorance is showing.
Alright. Unfortunately, I couldn't find an all-encompassing post that talked about all the food that they ate during this movie.
I know that there was various dips.
There was potato salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sound like you actually burped.
No, I didn't.
Don't do it again. Stop. You're gonna throw up, and the show has to keep going. So just don't do it.
I'll puke it. If I spew,
stop.
in this.
Stop. God damn it. All right, so let's get into That's Just Prime. Talk about our favorite quotes of the week.
Well, that's just prime.
Were you acting it out? Is
Yeah.
that what you was doing? Wow.
Yeah.
Ross Webster. I asked you to kill Superman, and you're telling me you couldn't even do that one simple thing?
You're an asshole.
Evil Superman. You always wanted to fly, Kent. Well, now's your chance. What? That sounded exactly like him, didn't it? I'm telling you. Gus Gorman adding tar to make kryptonite. What the hell? He ain't gonna smoke it anyway. That's what he said. That was actually
that was
really
ad-libbed.
good. It probably was. It
I
probably,
could see it.
Here's what I like to imagine, Maggie. Anything good that Richard Pryor did was his. It was absolutely his. Yeah. Like, I don't care if it was written or not. All right. Again, I don't care if Dick Lester or David Newman, R.I.P., if they are on record saying that we wrote this. I don't care if it's on a printed fucking script somewhere.
I'll believe it.
I will die going to my grave.
Die on this hill.
I will go to my grave believing in Richard Pryor. Okay. Fuck. All right, let's get into DC references. Part of a bigger universe, you just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it.
Just don't know, yeah.
I don't know why I said it that way. I don't know why I have these goggles. Comments the jiggling, y'all. All right, Maggie, guess what? Don't. The original title of the film was not Superman 3.
It was Pooperman.
It was Superman versus Superman.
Wow. Congratulations, guys. That's a top-notch title.
Wait. Does that mean Zack Snyder ripped off Richard Lester?
But he has two different people.
Fair enough. 20 years after playing Lana Lang in Superman 3, Annette O'Toole went on to play Martha Kent, Superman's adoptive mother, on the television series Smallville. So I was talking to Maggie that I don't know when, but basically it's funny that Martha played Lana, right? And Clark is attracted to Lana because they say that men are like attracted to women that remind them of their mom. I mean, you've heard that, right? Yeah. So like, yeah, that's, I don't know. Somebody finish that thought for me. I think, like, you get where I'm going with it. The program, Gus.
Sorry, I'm chomping on us.
Chomping on Us, coming this spring to Freedom Hall.
I'd watch it.
The program Gus creates in the beginning that is supposedly impossible is just a series of print statements. The scene in which Superman straightens the Leaning Tower of Pisa and then leans it back in the end was originally planned to be shot for Superman 2, as it was in Tom Mankiewicz's original script for the first sequel.
Wow.
So there you go. Good thing they
Stealing
brought that
ideas.
back. Good thing they brought that back. Would have really sucked to not have that in the lexicon of Superman. Yeah. Get a lexicon. When Vera, Lorelei, and Ross ride a hovercraft down to the Grand Canyon to the supercomputer, Gus refuses riding on a pack mule. Gus refuses riding on a pack mule. Gus then says to himself, "I just don't believe a man can fly." This is a reference to Superman and its tagline, "You will believe a man can fly."
Yeah.
For the stunt of Gus falling off the building, a real man actually jumped off the building and performed the stunt. What the fuck?
Yeah!
What the fuck? They actually had
That's
somebody...
Tom Cruise back then, man.
Why the fuck would they have someone jump off a fucking building? And it looked awful. It didn't even look real.
It was the early 80s, man.
No, fuck these guys. God, they probably paid them scale for that. Like $12 an hour. Hey, fucker, jump off this fucking building, dog.
No. It wasn't that. It went, "Hey, Phil, a double dog dare you jump off this building."
Maybe that's how David Newman passed away.
Good God, man.
R.I.P. I just think it's funny that I keep having to scroll up to see his name.
Rest in pumpkin.
The P stands for pumpkin.
R.I.P.
A man's dead.
R.I.P.P.
In the opening scene, when Clark sneaks into a photo booth to put on his Superman costume, he quickly grabs 3 pictures which exposes him, his identity, that is, showing Clark taking off his glasses, etc., and gives the 4th in his Superman uniform to a little boy who is waiting his turn to use the photo booth. It says phone booth.
Pic in there too.
Saying he should be familiar with this. The little boy is played by Aaron Smolinski, who also played the toddler Kal-El when his Kryptonian ship lands in Smallville and is greeted by Mr. and Mrs. Kent in Superman, the movie. Yep. There you go. Series producer Ilya Salkand, here we go, claims he originally wrote a treatment of the film that included
you did
3 characters, Maggie. Of course, we already know Mr. Mxyzptlk, right? Brainiac, and Supergirl.
Wow.
Supergirl was also going to be in it. I think the Lana stuff, it wasn't supposed to be Supergirl. Like, I think they just replaced all of the Supergirl stuff with the Lana stuff. Because, like, being in Smallville, obviously it wouldn't have been romantic, but, like, all that stuff. But Warner Brothers did not like it. The color scheme of evil Superman's costume is nearly identical to the redesigned outfit from Superman Returns. That darker color.
Yeah.
I hate that fucking suit from Superman Returns.
I don't.
Sorry.
I've never been a big fan of it.
Like, just that. Yes, I just don't like it. I love Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
But that movie's also terrible most of the time. I mean, Brandon Routh's great in it. And fucking, what's his name? Cyclops, he's good in it. And Lois is good. Yeah, remember when they gave Superman a kid in that movie? Anyway.
Yeah, it questions a lot of things.
Well, okay. For real, though, pause for a second. So, we may watch Superman Returns as a part of this.
I figured we would.
But, I need to go ahead and talk about this. So, in Superman 2, he kisses Lois, right? She forgets everything. Now, Superman Returns is a sequel to those 2 movies.
Yeah.
All right, Superman and Superman 2. Now, one could argue that maybe it's a sequel to the Donner cut because the director of Superman Returns was it's that piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he was instrumental, I guess, in getting the Donner cut released. But the Donner cut wouldn't make sense because in that version, the turning the world backwards actually happens at the end of the Donner cut. So everything didn't happen. So like him and Lois getting together, all that stuff just never happened. So it really wouldn't make sense for Superman Returns to be connected to that because she has a kid, right? So here's the question, Maggie. Superman and Lois fuck.
Yeah.
Superman kisses her, makes her forget everything.
Yeah.
Superman then goes off to Krypton or find Krypton or whatever. And while gone, Lois is pregnant and gives birth to a kid, right? And he's got superpowers. So, like, she wouldn't remember that they fucked.
No.
So, like, when you have a lot of questions, like...
Yeah, that's all I said. There's a lot there.
Like, and, like, they just act like it was nothing, you know?
Yeah.
It's just weird, you know? Like, I feel like she should be very angry. Because, like, what did he do? Like, did he come by and, like, use super speed or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? It's weird.
It's really weird.
Anyway. Back to this. The first song playing at Clark's high school reunion is Roll Over Beethoven, specifically the Beatles version. This is possibly an homage to Richard Lester's having directed the Beatles in A Hard Day's Night. There were posters showing the likes of Lana Lang, Clark Kent, and Brad Wilson at the high school reunion. A likeness of Christopher Reeve in his younger years was used for Clark's profile, although in the original film, as a teenager, Kal-El was played by Jeff Eastman, who went on to co-create Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm joking.
I was supposed to say, no.
That'd be amazing.
It would have been amazing.
This is the only Superman film in the Donnerverse where the Fortress of Solitude does not appear.
Yeah. I was thinking about that a lot. I was like, man, all this hype of this Fortress of Solitude, and it doesn't show up anymore.
Not even in there. Yeah. It's in the fourth one, I believe.
Yeah.
Both Jackie Cooper, who played Perry Watt, and Annie Ross, who played Vera Webster, are former R Gang members. R Gang, the Little Rascals. They're both Little Rascals, apparently. Perry Watt and Vera.
Huh.
After Margot Kidder expressed her disgust about the firing of Richard Donner to producers Alexander Solkan and Ilya Solkan, her role was cut to 12 lines in less than 5 minutes of screen time. In the film's 2006 DVD commentary, Ilya Solkan says there was little need for Lois Lane in this movie because her relationship with Superman ended at the end of Superman 2. Asshole.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve was not happy with the film and often expressed in interviews that he hated how it turned out. He initially swore never to play the role again. He was persuaded to make Superman 4 The Quest for Peace in 1987 in exchange for more input on the script.
Wow.
So he didn't write it, but he did have input.
Oh.
Christopher Reeve threatened not to return for this film to protest Richard Donner's firing and because he hated the script. With the film already in pre-production, the producers scrambled to find an actor to play Superman. John Travolta was approached, but declined. Jeff Bridges and Kurt Russell were also considered, but they weren't interested. A few days before filming was set to begin, the Salkind settled on Tony Danza as Clark Kent. Richard Lester was mortified with the casting of Danza and pleaded with Reeves to return. Reeve eventually agreed if he was allowed to change the script. The producers agreed. That's one popular rumor. Another is once Reeve found out Danza was lined up to replace him, he quickly got intimidated, having assumed the movie would be canceled without his participation. And at that point, Reeves relented. So we'll see.
Pretty much peer pressure.
Yeah. When it was first revealed to producers that Lana Lang would be a single mother, a comic book was quickly written explaining how Lana came to be in that situation. So DC was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Now let's get into talent mix. Remy Zero!
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
We've reached the point where Pete's no longer on the show.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in this. R.I.P.
PP.
That was good. All right. Rock On by Marshall Crenshaw. No See No Cry by Shaka Khan. They Won't Get Me by Roger Miller. Love Theme by Helen St. John. Roll Over Beethoven by the Beatles. And Earth Angel by Uncredited. They didn't say who did it.
Because they disappeared after that night.
Earth Angel, Earth Angel. All right.
Would you be mine?
Now it's time for the countdown to Billy. 27 weeks, asterisk, until Billy gets here.
Billy, you better be here.
Let's see here.
Asterisk.
Next time.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
On
Beast Wars.
Maggie, next week. Season 4 premiere of Smallville. The title of the episode is Crusade. Maggie, based solely off of the title, what do you think the premiere of season 4 of Smallville is about?
Crusade. That's like what the English did back in the day. Like, went to the Middle East and stuff on the Crusades.
The last crusade.
Yeah. But I know it's not this.
I can look up a definition if you
Can
want.
I look at the definition?
Here,
I'll
do it.
I'll do it.
You need to be thinking about it. All right. Crusade. Each of a series of medieval military expeditions made by Europeans to the Holy Land in the 11th, 12th, and 13th centuries. A vigorous campaign for political, social, or religious change. As a verb, it means lead or take part in a vigorous campaign for social, political, or religious change.
Lex. But wait, we don't know if Lex is alive.
That's right. Lex may be dead. So Maggie, What do you think the episode's about?
It's Clark leading the crusade to find out what happened to everybody.
Okay.
Finding out what happened to Chloe.
Just so I'm following you. You're saying Clark comes back from wherever the hell he was.
Oh yeah, that is right. I forgot.
And
Forgot about him becoming an embryo again.
He had to be born again. Right?
He was in a placenta, so.
God damn it! All right. So you're saying Clark comes back,
Yeah.
and finds out Chloe's dead,
Yeah.
and goes on a fucking crusade
Yeah.
to find out what the fuck happened to Chloe.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm nowhere near it.
No, you're not. But that's fine. That's fine. That's good. I like it when you don't know what it is. You've been getting these right too often. All right.
I mean, sometimes it's pretty obvious.
I could give you a hint if you would like it.
I'll take a hint.
Now you don't get to say anything after it. Like you don't get to re-guess or anything. Crusade. So remember at the end of season 3.
Yeah.
Everybody's dying and it's playing that opera.
Yeah.
Martha walks out, and the Kryptonian symbol like pops up on the farm. That symbol means crusade.
That's all I'm saying.
Ba-da-da, all right, everybody. That's
See
gonna wrap
you
it
on
up
the
for
Ocho.
us. Next week, Maggie and I will be back, and we will not be crazy, hopefully. We got videos coming out. What? We got stuff dropping this weekend, everybody. Go show it some love when it drops.
Here on the Ocho.
But that's going to wrap it up for us, everyone. We'll be back Monday with something on the Hopefully Awesome show. I'm not really
Thanks,
sure what.
Basilius the Stupidoia, for being our producer.
Yeah. And then we also got Tuesday, Ahsoka, episode 7 watch along. And then we'll be
Please
back.
don't puke.
Back next Wednesday with Super Nice Playback. Starting a new tape. And a week from tonight, we'll be watching or talking about Smallville season 4 premiere. It's gonna be dick big.
Here on the Ocho.
Why do you keep saying that?
Don't you remember what's
I
from?
know it's from Dodgeball. I just don't understand why you keep.
I just wanted to his
It
face.
means 8.
I know, but
Like-
that's what they called it on that.
I
That's how it
know.
was spelled.
Because it was ESPN 8.
Yes.
That's why it was called the Ocho.
Yes.
So why are you saying that about us? Nothing has to do with 8.
I just
We're
wanted
not
to say
starting season 8.
that it's like burned into my brain. God, the guy that plays Michael on Arrested Development. Him and his stupid visor and his spectre and sunglasses. Here on the Ocho.
It's a bold move, Maggie. Let's see if it plays out for her.
No, it won't.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Oh.
And as always,
Have a awesome day.
bye.
Here on the Ocho.
Oh, my arm.
Oh.